So you're probably wondering, what are the best and safest neighborhoods in Calgary? Well, you're in the right place, because after all the videos we've shot this year that talk about all the different communities, the zones, the quadrants, the safest, the unsafest, the best, the worst, we've got our final numbers. And we are going to talk about them today. And the best part of all is we've listened to you. We heard what you said, and you asked so many times, what type of crimes are these? Are these violent? Are they non-violent? What are they? Well, if you want those answers, in the description is a PDF you can download, our Calgary Neighborhood Crime Guide, that you can actually see all the communities in the city, what their violent crimes are, their non-violent crimes, and their total numbers. Today's video, we're just going to be talking about the total numbers, so let's talk about the 5 best and the 5 worst across the whole city. And what's really interesting, because we actually broke out non-violent versus violent crimes, and all of these top ones have had 0 violent crimes this year. And the best part of all is all of these numbers, all the crime data we pulled, is actually just from 2023, right up until January till early November. So this is current. This is information that is as new as it possibly can be at the time of shooting. And all of these 5 have 0 violent crimes in these neighborhoods. And starting with number 5 is North Haven Upper. Now, North Haven Upper is a fantastic neighborhood. It definitely has some older properties, and the 6-month median sale price there is about $760,000 over the last 6 months, and it only had 6 crimes total this year. Crazy. And the other ones get better. Number 4 position is Diamond Cove. Now, Diamond Cove is down south, and it's right along Fish Creek Park. It too also only had 6 crimes all year, 0 violent crimes, and its 6-month median sale price was $667,000. Now, in number 3 spot is another community down south, and it's right beside Lake Bonavista, and it's actually called Bonavista Downs. So if you got Lake Bonavista, it's kind of just tucked right down closer to Deerfoot, and it only had 4 crimes in the community for the whole year, and 0 violent crimes. I mean, these are some fantastic neighborhoods, some great areas to consider, and its 6-month median sale price was $607,000. Now, number 2, we're getting into some luxury areas, and number 2 is Roxborough. So Roxborough only had 4 crimes this year, and its 6-month median sale price was actually about $2.3 million. These are the median prices, so you got stuff above and below. Beautiful areas, beautiful community, and not everyone can buy in there. So if you want low crimes and you're looking for more affordability, the other ones on the list might be more up your alley, but in number 1 spot is Mayfair. Now, Mayfair is an established, wonderful community close to Chinook Center, right along the reservoir there, and it only had 3 crimes this year, which is insane. Like, all year, 3 crimes, 0 violent crimes, and its 6-month median sale price is $1.7 million. Now, if you like the map that you're seeing in the B-roll, you may be wondering to yourself, Jared, I wonder where my community is on that map. Well, let me tell you, if you go into the description, we have a link to this map where you can actually see all the communities in the whole city and all of their rankings. And it has the data, has everything in there from their violent, their non-violent crimes, their total number of crimes, all of that good stuff. So go in the description, you can check out that map, but don't do it now, because we have the worst of the worst coming right now. The worst of the worst. And to be honest, I'm not thinking all of these areas are negative and horrible and don't ever live there. That's not what we're saying. All we're doing is we're reporting on data, showing what real numbers are happening. And some of these have some pretty high percentages for violent crimes. So you just gotta be aware. But in the 5th spot, the worst places in the city, number 5 is actually Bowness. Bowness is a very old, established, wonderful neighborhood. Bowness Park is probably one of our favorite places to go walking and skating and all that kind of stuff in the summer, the winter, right along the Bow River. But it had 337 crimes this year so far. I mean, considering the top 5 had the highest, the 5th place was 6 crimes, this one had 337, and it gets higher from here. 42% of that 337 was actually violent crimes. Now, what violent crimes are, kind of like assaults, things like that, is that category. And their 6-month median sale price is about $516,000. So we all know that inner city is going to be on this list. And in number 4 spot is East Village. And they had 378 crimes so far this year, with 68% of them being violent crimes. That's really high. And they had 6-month median sale price of $333,000. So you got a lot of condos down there, but a lot of violent crimes. And there is a large homeless population down there with some of the drop-in centers and things like that. So that could easily contribute to this. Now, in 3rd spot is kind of probably the community that comes to mind to everyone first when they think of the most dangerous neighborhood in the city, and it's Forest Lawn. And Forest Lawn had 382 crimes, which really is not that much more than Bowness. So it's good to know that. But 52% of their crimes were violent. And they have a 6-month median sale price of $395,000. Now, the top 2, their number of crimes jump drastically. So, are you ready for this? Downtown Commercial Core is in 2nd spot. And that area had 924 crimes from January till early November 2023, with 51% of them being violent. And the 6-month median sale price is about $340,000. But you got to remember, this is a mix of downtown offices and apartment buildings. There's really no houses down there, so that's your price point. But you have a lot more people living in that area because of apartment living, right? Versus single family living. Now, number 1, can you guess it? It's Beltline. Beltline, which is probably, for some people, the best community in the city because of the lifestyle that it offers, because of the amenities that are there. It's also the highest number of crimes year to date. It has over 1,000, actually 1,088 crimes year to date in Beltline, with 43% of them being violent. And their 6-month median sale price is $316,000. So if you have found this very, very interesting, you like this information, you want to know where your community sits or the community that you're interested in moving into, go to the map, go to the PDF. You have multiple ways you can find this information now, and we will see you on those different products. But if you have more interest and you want to know more about different types of communities, we have a whole massive list of different types of communities and their profiles and videos, and I'm sure you're going to find something you love over there.